What's up, everybody? Brett here, and we're back today playing a game called Slay the Spire. Guys, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you'll know that whenever I first started making content on YouTube, one of the first games I ever decided to play was Slay the Spire. It's a game that I love, and it's only gotten better over the years, I guess you could say. I think it's considered still in early access if you've never seen it before. It's a card game, it's a dungeon crawler. We're going to jump in, and why, you might ask? Well, they've introduced a new character that I haven't played before at all. Traditionally, first character was Ironclad and the Silent. Super fun characters. More of a bruiser, poison combo. Then you got the Defect, which was new for a while, and a very difficult class to play, but still very fun. And then now we have the Watcher. So the Watcher starts with 72 HP, 99 gold, described as a blind ascetic who has come to evaluate the Spire, master of the divine stances. I have no idea how to play this character. I don't know what this character does. So we're going to learn together. If I fail quickly, I'll just start another run and try and learn more as we go. So the trinket that you start with is called Pure Water. At the start of each combat, add a miracle into your hand. Or a relic, rather. See, it's been a while since I've played, but I'm excited to jump back into it. We don't have any of its unlocks. A random miracle. We don't know what that means, so let's embark. Like I said, guys, I haven't played in a long time. If there's some weird meta that's developed that pro tier guys are doing, I don't know any of that stuff. I just know how to play the game. I've beaten it a few times. And I'm not bad at it. So, another try. Let's talk. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP or max 7 HP. This can give you a really easy start, which can save you a lot of HP. Generally, I lean towards permanent buffs. I have no idea what this character plays like. Let's go for the max HP. Maybe we'll have a way to heal with this character. I don't know. So, big thing about Slay the Spire, if you've never seen it before, when you first get in, you want to plot out your map. So, boss here, we start at the bottom. And I'll go over what everything means. I'll do this first episode. If we end up doing multiples, I will use this first episode as a tiny bit of a tutorial. But I'm sure most people who are watching this already know quite a bit about the game. But the thing that I'm doing right now is I'm trying to maximize the number of relics that I get. So a way to get relics in this game is to kill like little mini boss guys. And as we plot our way along, I want to figure out a path that will give me access to the most of these guys. So right now I'm seeing that there's a path here and a path here. So I need to kind of hug to the right. I'm thinking about going this way right now. It's all about, so mystery rooms, we have campfires, fights, and then shops. That's what you're looking at here if you're curious. We could go this way and then hit up this way. This might actually be better. Yeah, I like that. Okay. We'll start here. And let's see what this character's all about. Pure Water is our relic. We've got strikes. We all know what strikes do. Retain 1 energy. And then exhaust. Interesting. It's free. Retained cards are not discarded at the end of turn. Interesting. So I can go up to 4 energy this turn. Gain 8 block and enter calm. Upon exiting the stance, gain 2 energy. And then defend. Okay, let's see how this works. So this is interesting. The enemy is not attacking us. Let's see. I didn't need to play the defend at all. I wonder if maybe I would have kept an energy there. I'm not sure, guys. I have to learn this. So bear with me if I suck in the beginning. Enter Wrath. In this stance, you deal and receive double attack damage. Okay. So we've got what looks to be like a more offensive stance. And we've got a defensive stance. And calm, I do believe. So here, we'll just double block. This is simple. Taking 6 damage. Don't want to enter the Wrath stance there. So if we were in Wrath stance, he'd be doing 18 to me right now. Yeah, these choices are quite interesting. For the moment, I'm content to play it kind of a little bit scared, I guess. Take a little bit of damage. He continues to power up. Yeah, and this is a little bit rough because we didn't get enough damage to kill him this turn. And I think we're going to take another 2. I need to guarantee, or just about guarantee, that I can take him out next turn. So I think we take 2 damage here. We're hedging our bets. We're playing a little bit passive. His damage is going to keep going up. But just to see what this looks like, let's go ahead and Wrath. So you would want to Wrath first. He does double damage, but now our strikes deal 12. And then we finish him. Okay. A regen potion, pretty good. For a little bit of early damage, we can cancel that out. So here's where the game will get interesting, because I don't know any of these new cards. So I'm guessing I can try and build maybe extremely offensive, extremely defensive, or maybe some balance in the middle. So that's what I'm thinking right now. So first card, Tantrum, is an attack card. Deal 3 damage 3 times, which, if you combine it with Wrath, let's say you're already in Wrath stance, this does 6 damage 3 times. So you have to start thinking like that. Retain. Retain cards are not discarded at the end of turn. Okay. I like this card. That's a lot of block. That's better than 2 defenses, and it's also got retain. And then pressure points. Apply 8 mark. All enemies lose HP equal to their mark. Okay, I don't know what mark does. For some reason, it's not like this is showing me retain and block, and this isn't showing me what mark does. Perhaps a little bit of a bug. Right now, I'm inclined to use Tantrum. I think these are all great. You know what? Let's do pressure points. We'll see what that does. I'd like to learn what it does. And it's nice to have at least one card early on that's a bit of an AoE. Pure Water is our miracle. Okay. That's nice that it gives us access to 4 energy at the start of combat. Let's pop him. We can't kill anything. So what I'm going to do right now is pop both of them. And then force them to use their little curl up. And we could take 1 damage here, or we could take 3. I'm still going to choose to do this. Let's go for less damage. And once I take a bit more damage, we'll use our regen potion. You can take a second to read what it does here, but basically it heals you by 5, then 4, 3, 2, 1 for turn. So it's very good in a boss fight. Get rid of him there. And then Eruption here. Too easy. And then a strength potion. Get 2 strength. We'll add damage. Very good if we had taken that 3 damage 3 times card. Retain. Deal 4 damage twice. Very good with Wrath. Gain 4 block. Add a safety into your hand. Huh. Okay. So it's basically, as I'm kind of reading this, it's like a 2 mana. Get 16 block. And I don't know how Retain and Exhaust work. I guess I just don't play it and it'll stay in my hand. But if I do play it, it will get exhausted. And then here we have gain 6 block if the last card played this combat was a skill, draw 2 cards. This would be good if you have a lot of energy. So it's probably combos with Calm very well. I kind of like this Deceive Reality card. Let's see how that plays. So don't be surprised if this being my first time that I play this character, that I don't have an extremely cohesive deck. I'm trying to understand, you know, what the game plan is for this. But it's not always very apparent. Let's see what Mark does. This enemy... Okay, whenever you play pressure points, it loses 8 HP. So I need to get that card back to do it again. Alright, that was a good bit of damage. So on its own, it literally does nothing, as far as I can tell. It's a do-nothing card, unless you've got it again. So you either want to get multiples, or cards that apply Mark. Right now we can do 9. Yeah, we've got the kill. Let's just take it. Our basic cards are carrying us right now. Flex Potion is a temporary +5 strength. So another pressure point. So this is kind of what I was saying. I feel like we get a bunch of these and we just start stacking marks. Whenever you gain block this turn, apply 1 weak to all enemies. Apply 8 mark. Or Crush Joints deal 8 damage. If the last card played this combat was a skill, apply 1 vulnerable. Vulnerable makes them take more damage. Weak makes them deal less damage. Let's take that. So now we have the option to go to a shop or do another fight. We've got a little bit of gold, but honestly not a lot. I almost would rather take another fight, but we're going to go to a shop just to kind of show you guys what's up. The idea is to get relics, and we're 1 gold away from getting the oddly smooth stone, which would give us increased dexterity, which would boost our block, basically. It empowers your block by 1. I would totally buy that had I the opportunity. I've never seen this. Blessing of the Forge, that's a potion that I've never seen before. And then Bottled Miracle is also probably unique to this character because he's the one that uses miracles. Also have a Cauldron and a very strong Torii. That's an incredibly powerful relic as well. Okay. We could remove a card. I'm not that interested in doing that. I'd rather get a powerful card here if I can. Apotheosis being probably the strongest card here that I know of. Can only be played if this is the only attack in your hand. Deal 30 damage. So, Wrath Mode, once again, 60 damage from this card. Sands of Time, it looks like. Hard to read. Deal 20 damage when retained. Lower its cost by 1 this combat. So it costs 4. So you kind of get this in your hand, it looks like. You probably won't be able to play it at first. And it just sits in your hand for a few turns until finally it does 20 damage for, I guess, free. You know, if you want to wait that long. Halt, gain 3 block. If you are in Wrath, gain 9 additional block. So this is a defensive card that works while you're in Wrath mode. So this is good to know that this exists. That way, because I'm always scared that I'm going to go full aggro and not have the ability to defend myself. You really got to have the right relics usually to play builds like that. Mantra. When you obtain 10 mantra, enter Divinity. Upon entering the stance, so it's a 3rd stance, gain 3 energy, attacks deal triple damage. But you exit the stance at the start of your next turn. Okay. So it's like a 1 turn, go Super Saiyan. And then when you enter Wrath, draw 2 cards. Okay. I kind of like this card, mostly because it's cheap and because it seems like a fun... It has almost no downside other than taking up a spot in your hand. Let's try it. Probably not the best thing, but we'll try it. We're here to try things. Let's go to a mystery room and see what happens. Maybe we'll get some kind of good event. Alright, we could transform a card. I'm happy to do that. And I'm going to keep all of these other cards the same. And I think I will go for getting rid of a strike. And we get a rare card, Vault. Let's check our deck and see what that does. Take an extra turn after this one, end your turn. So you want to play this last, but it costs 3. Interesting. It would be good to have that engineered with... Oh, and these guys, of course, they have Artifact to negate. I can see a way to engineer that. That would make it good. This is going to be our first true test. Let me strike first. And you always want to go for one of the outside ones first. They do an alternating pattern of attack and like adding a dazed card to your deck. Then let me go ahead and Vigilance and see what that actually does. So it makes me calm. So Calm doesn't do anything in and of itself until we exit the stance. And then when we exit the stance, we come out of it with 2 extra energy. That is good to know. So because I'm nearly blocking all damage, I'm going to go on the offensive here. And I'm going to be looking for a good turn to pop probably Flex Potion. And this might end up also being a good fight. Let's just drink the Regen Potion. I have very little doubt that we're going to take a lot of damage next turn. They're going to be able to do 18 to us. So pressure points is tricky because what we do this. So negate is going to block that. Then we do this again. Very interesting. Okay, that was it for us. So now, if we draw one of those cards again, this is probably the worst enemy for that mark type synergy because they do have artifact to negate those types of effects. But now I think if I understand this correctly, this should smash them. 16 damage. That's pretty good damage. I'm kind of spreading it around a little bit. We can easily block this stuff this turn. We can retain this, and we will. Let's make sure this should stay in my hand, so should this. Alright, good stuff. This will be very cheap this turn, and I could probably just pump it up. Alright, dazes, no big deal. Pump that up. Knock him out. That's 9 less damage for us. And then we'll play this safety and guarantee we don't take any damage here. Are there possibly better lines than what I'm doing, guys? Of course. I'm not an expert at this game, and like I said, it's been a while since I played, but I do enjoy this game. I love card games. So I'm always going to do my best. If we could go into Wrath stance, that would be ideal. Or if we had drawn one of our mark cards. Thinking about that, it was probably better to ignore this guy and let a mark card kill him. And maybe just start putting some damage on this one. Because I have to imagine we're going to be getting pressure points this turn. Let's just defend ourselves. So I don't think there's any such a thing as a double calm. This is probably not the best turn either to go into Wrath, because we know we're going to be taking... Yeah. I'm guessing we lost the benefit of transitioning from Calm. We needed some of those cards to be better than what they were. This now does 40 damage though, so we'll just play that. And I didn't realize, but it actually stayed at 1 cost. That's interesting to note, because that means we can keep replaying it for that cost. But it stayed at 1. I wonder if we had held it for one more turn, if that had been an option, if it would have gone down another point. I feel like it would have. So once you get it to free, it's free for the rest of the combat, which seems great. So this is a rare card, Ragnarok. Gain 3 strength, gain 3 dexterity, gain 1 less energy at the start of each turn. Okay. Interesting power up there. Deal 5 damage to a random enemy 5 times. I don't hate that. When there's only 1 enemy on board, and whenever you're in Wrath, that is 50 damage. Yeah, it's 50 damage to a single target for 3. And then deal 8 damage if the last card played this combat was an attack, apply 1 week. That's a good card as well. It's just a great strike, essentially. It's an upgraded strike. We'll take this card just to test it out. I could go here and rest and upgrade something, or I can go here and try my luck at a random event, or I could go here and take some combat. Right now, I'm leaning towards going for the random event. I generally have pretty good luck, I say right before I get something really negative. Normal enemies drop an additional card reward, so further incentive for us to take regular battles. Kind of unfortunate this is another shop. Without a doubt, yeah, I'm just not going to be able to buy anything. I'm just a little bit of gold short every single time. Yeah, Sling of Courage would have been nice. That would have been great. Yeah, sucks. Okay, can't afford any of that. What's Fatal? Triggers whenever this card kills a non-minion enemy. Gain 20 gold. Wow. Alright, I like that. Can't afford it, though. If you have no attacks in your hand, draw 2 cards. Talk to the hand. That's nice. Whenever you attack this enemy, gain 2 block. Okay. It exhausts, though. So we get Sash Whip. A chance at that again. Halt, we get that. A chance at that again. Empty Body gets us a chance to reset our stance. I'm going to pass on all of this. I was hoping for an event that might lead to a relic or even a random chest. Would have been sweet. And this time we get a random battle. So sadly, pressure points doesn't work as I thought. They have to have the mark to take the damage. So I thought I could mark, like, say, this enemy, then hit him again with another mark, and then they would all take the damage. But that's, of course, not how it works. So I want to kill one of the ones that's doing 5 damage, which I can easily do with a double strike. And then let's go ahead and try and block some of this. Alternatively, we could have used a strength potion to kill this guy doing 3 damage, and then we'd have had access to 1 extra energy that we could have used to block instead of attack. So this is something interesting that we can do. We're currently weakened right now. I can use Eruption, enter Wrath stance, gain 2 more energy, and then play Vault and take an extra turn. And hope to draw. We have to draw well. That's the big problem with this particular play. This deals 7 damage to a random enemy 5 times. We need this to not suck. Yeah, we missed the one we really wanted to hit. That was pretty bad. We put our faith in something. If we weren't weak there, things would have gone better for us. But we're about to take 20 damage with no way of healing. So yeah, that felt bad. And now, of course, we're not weak, so it's just kind of GG. I wonder if this build has any way to heal. Deal 7 damage if the last card played this combat was an attack, gain an energy. That's great. So it's basically a free 7 damage most time. If you are in Wrath, apply 3 vulnerable to all enemies, otherwise enter Wrath. Shuffle an Insight. These are all good, as far as I can tell. I like this follow-up card. It feels pretty free. Look at the top X cards of your draw pile. You may discard any of them. Okay, so it's a power. I think that might be the first power I've seen. Tranquility. Empty Mind. You don't have to take any of these cards if you don't want to. These cards are a bit more rare. I would like the ability to go into Calm and then into Wrath. That seems like a pretty sweet combo. I don't know. I'm bouncing between either one of these two right now. I don't think I have any Scry synergies at all. So that's not too valuable to me. I'm going to take the less rare of the card. I can see myself using it more often. Here's a free relic for us, and it's an ink bottle. Whenever you play 10 cards, draw a card. So it'll start counting. If that carries over from battle to battle, then that'll be quite good for us. I'm headed this way, so I'm going towards an elite with very little HP, which I don't like. Always play that. We don't always play that, but we probably should. No one's attacking me this turn. So we will pressure point this guy. And he will apply vulnerable to us whenever he dies. So I'm also going to use Deceive Reality. I want this card to retain. Let's just hit him. Yeah, so, I mean, we didn't need to play the miracle there. That's kind of the point I was going to make. I should have really looked at my hand first. We could have retained the 1 extra energy for the next turn. But these are the little things that you need to learn whenever you play. This should kill him. Yes. Alright, but we're vulnerable now and weak. Luckily for us, they're not attacking me. So I can just strike here and pass. And if he goes to attack me next turn, we'll just use safety. Yeah, us being weak is kind of crappy. He's hitting us for 15. Wow. So we could enter Calm. Then play this and enter Wrath. So this would become free. So then we'll have 2 mana that we can use. So we'll deal 6 damage. That's not enough to really kill this thing. We'll end up doing 6 plus 8. Not enough to kill it. And we're just going to take a ton of damage in the meantime. I think this is a perfect time for us probably to use Vigilance. Plus Safety. Just make sure we're not taking any damage here. And then next turn is going to be the turn where we try and make a big play happen. Yeah, now back down to 7. So, very good. Sands of Time will stay in our hand. Last card played this combat was an attack. So we'll strike. We'll get that energy back. We're in Calm, so this is free. And then we attack. Boom. Alright, we saw the line. Very good. Feels good to see the line. Gain 4 plated armor. That'll be awesome for us. That's a pretty good potion. Try and save that for the elite fight at least. Follow up, I still like that. Put a Miracle Plus into your hand at the start of your next X turns. Wow, that feels very powerful. I like these two as just better versions of Strike. But let's take Collect. That feels really strong. Deal 7 damage, scry 2, draw 1 card. So there's our first scry synergy card that would have gone with that power that we passed. Sash Whip again. But Brilliance is a rare card. Deal 12 damage. Deals additional damage equal to Mantra gain this combat. We have no way to gain Mantra. So this is just a one energy, deal 12. But I still think it's the better card, probably. And let's come into here to this elite fight. Ooh, it's okay. It's Big Daddy Gremlin. He's not going to do any damage this turn. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get Strength. We are going to net mana here. Now let's hit him with Eruption. And then smack him with Ragnarok. Holy crap. That did a lot. I didn't do the exact math there. I was thinking that Ragnarok might kill him at the end. But his whole deal is that every time we play a skill, he gets stronger and he does more damage. And if you can't kill him quickly, he just kind of wrecks you. You know what? I'll kill you with a skill. The ultimate slap in your face. Potion Belt. Okay, we get more potion slots. 2 more. I'm not digging our relics so far. I don't hate them, but they're not the powerhouse ones I'd like to be getting. They're not bonus energy. They're not like incredibly strong defensive or offensive passives. At the end of your turn, shuffle an insight into your draw pile. The power. Okay. This is something I would only ever play on like a free roll turn. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand and retain it. Enter Calm end of your turn. That feels strong. Deal 7 damage for each enemy in combat. So obviously this is just an upgraded strike whenever you're fighting multiple units. We can see what the upgrade is. 10. 2 cards. And they get retained. Yeah, I'll take that. That seems really good. Let's pray and upgrade a card. What does Eruption upgrade to? Okay, lowers one cost. So you've seen kind of how we've been bouncing back and forth between Calm and Wrath and netting mana, or at least going neutral. This will definitely allow us to net mana. And right now it's a big enabler of damage for us. What does Ragnarok upgrade to? Wow, that's a lot of damage. This is not much better. This becomes one cheaper, which, once again, will net you a mana. This becomes a much better card when it's upgraded. 16, just a 1 mana 16. This is +1. Wow. This becomes free, so once again, an even better enabler. Does this increase the damage? It does not. So these are kind of like the same. They just will net us 1 extra mana, or 1 extra mana. Been watching a lot of Magic the Gathering. It'll net us 1 extra energy every time. Vault right now is not a useful card for us unless we upgrade it, so I'm tempted to do that. Seven block. Okay. Let's upgrade Vault. And now we can go and camp and get back. Well, we don't want to camp right here, I don't think. We can camp and upgrade a card or go take another fight. Taking fights, gotta remember, is very beneficial for us because it gives us a chance to get an extra card. But having a huge deck... I had to enunciate when I said that word. Having a huge deck doesn't always equal a good deck. Sometimes you want a small deck. Let's go for an upgrade. And we'll rest before we hit the boss. Here we are going to upgrade Eruption as a way to kind of enhance the strength of our combo. Okay, 2 of these bugs, these fungus rats. Quite gross. Now, like, look at this. It's like a dead rat with a mushroom growing out of it. Pretty disgusting. Okay, I think I have plenty to do here this turn. So let us pressure points. I don't want to take any damage. And we're going to draw a card thanks to Ink Bottle. Let's defend here so we don't take any damage. And then we'll pass there. And we'll retain 2 of our cards. This guy should certainly be dead next turn. So the trick to fighting these, especially when you're fighting more than one, is usually to kill them both at the same time. That way you don't suffer the effects of Vulnerable. Now this immediately ends our turn. We need to be aware of that. So right now I can kill this guy. And then Vault. Boom. And Vault, I see now, has amazing synergy with Sands of Time. Ragnarok is not quite a kill. So this is one of those turns where I feel like I can get really offensive, but I should probably just get really defensive instead. Because we'll be able to kill him next turn no matter what. So let's just defend. And then we'll use follow-up. It's 7 damage. We take nothing. We didn't get the full benefit of that card, but that's okay. And then now we would do something like Tranquility. Follow that up with Eruption. And that's kind of the combo. And from that, we netted 1 mana. The next thing would be to upgrade Tranquility so that it's free and we net the full 2 mana. And then, of course, now we can just smash. Wheel Kick. 15 damage, draw 2 cards. That's really strong. It's pretty expensive. Let's see what the upgraded form is. 20? Okay. I don't hate Halt. Really good when upgraded. Is Wheel Kick too good to pass? I don't know. I like Halt though. I'm gonna take Halt. That might be wrong. If the last card played this combat was a skill, draw 2 cards. Okay, so it's kind of like the mirror opposite of that other card we have that wants me to play attacks. Can only be played if this is the only attack in your hand? No. And then Consecrate, let's see what it is, upgraded 8 damage. It's just a decent AoE card. I tend to value AoE cards probably higher than most people. And without a lot of excess mana, I don't value card draw. But you get a lot of card draw, or actually excess energy type relics from defeating bosses usually. So Sanctity could end up being a great card for us, and it's just a better upgraded defend. So we will rest here, try and put ourselves in good HP for the boss. Wish me luck. I know the big slime well. Slime boss with his little bowler hat. Let's see what we're going to do here. We show Miracle. And we could Sanctity here, but we don't need the block. I would be using this just to go into Calm. My big thought was to Deceive Reality just to get safety in our hands. And we'll hit here and pass. We could have gone for more card draw, but I valued getting into the Calm state a little bit more. Okay, check this out. We would go Eruption. Gain quite a bit from that. We need... our problem is we need more... I needed some attack cards in this, and I have none. So I could do 40 damage here, which is not enough to split him. Or I could Vault. Yeah, we got to Vault. There's no point in doing anything else. Let's Vault. This will become cheaper this turn. It'll still do a crap ton of damage. Ragnarok will do 50. And this will get even cheaper next turn. So I think we do that. Alright. And Big Boy does not split yet, but we'll split him this turn. And he'll split into 2 enemies. So we got him, actually did this quite well, mostly on accident. We got him down to right the splitting point. You got to get him to half HP. So now I would do something like Sands of Time. And the split is going to be quite good. So he's no longer attacking. Yeah, we can do a lot of damage here. Just strike and pressure point. Unfortunately, pressure points doesn't benefit from that. But this makes us enter Calm. I can bring back... Wow, I can bring back Eruption. Hold on, this is sick. Okay, let's meditate. It'll make me calm. I bring back Eruption. Okay, he split. I didn't think he would split like that. But it lets me do this now. And I don't have a lot... I don't have a lot of attacks, but I can get rid of this guy, I think. Follow up. Yeah, and the math checks out beautifully. So he's gone. He doesn't get to split again, which is perfect for us. Now I will pressure point here. I'm seeing the lines, guys. I'm seeing them. Meditate is an amazing enabler. I see that now. But this ends our turn. So that's what I didn't read this last line here. It ends our turn. We had more things we could do last turn. But I am happy that I am kind of seeing the line now. Let's Deceive Reality here. That'll give us a second safety. And then we will meditate now and bring back something. Probably Eruption. End our turn. He's not going to split this turn. He's just going to do some sort of effect to us. He makes us frail. So block doesn't work as well. But now we go for Eruption. We gain... Yeah, we're up to 4 now. So we can Sands of Time kill this guy. Flawless victory. Quite happy about it. And now we get a guaranteed rare card. So a Vault. Okay. I mean, I don't know. We need it to be upgraded is the big thing. Shuffle an expunger into your draw pile. Exhaust. Deal 9 damage X times. This is powerful. And then a scrawl. Draw cards until your hand is full. Exhaust. Man. So the idea feels like it's to go infinite with energy and just keep drawing cards and doing stuff. I could see scrawl as being powerful. Right now I can tell that conjure is going to be great for us. Alright. New relics that I've never seen before. During boss and elite combats, gain +1 energy at the start of your turn. I like that. Those are the most important battles where you need energy. Gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer gain gold. Okay, this is the first floor. If this was the end of the second floor and I was sitting on 400 gold, I would be okay with that. Gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer rest. And this I would be good with if I had the ability to heal, which I do not. I have no such ability in my deck. So I'm going to go for the Slaver's Collar. It's the worst energy producer. These both are guaranteed energy. This one is energy just when I need it the most, probably. So, I hope you'll understand the reasons why I took this one. Maybe that's right, maybe that's wrong. But I want to have the ability to go to shops and spend gold. Gold equals more relics that let me do more things. And 400 is quite a bit. So, and by the end of this, I hope to generate, another 800 perhaps. So let's do our scouting. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I see a path with 3 elites. So that's the path we're going to take. I'm going to go this way so I can get to the shop. I'm going to hit them here. Come up here. Maybe if that shop sucks, I'll prioritize going to the second shop. Then here. Then boom. And then we'll get to rest before the boss. Alright, let's go. And the good thing about getting an early prayer wheel is that we don't have to buy any cards. We'll get as many cards as we want, it feels like. We can start off with a Ragnarok. Let's go ahead and Miracle. We've got a ton of stuff to do. Doing a 10 damage here. Let's ignore Ragnarok. Let's go for a Vigilance. Strike. Brilliance. Or do we just make sure we take no damage? Well, if I knew I was going to draw this, and I should have been paying attention to Ink Bottle, then I would have used Brilliance instead of Strike, because it's 12 damage instead of 6. Let's take the 2 damage. I'm not scared. If you haven't noticed, we got healed since the last floor. I will say, we missed an opportunity to get quite a few more relics that floor, so I feel a bit weaker than I normally do. Let's go for a follow-up. Pressure point. And let's get another pressure point going. That ended our turn, but it's going to do 16 damage to him this turn. And we are now hexed. Whenever you play a non-attack card, shuffle 1 daze into your draw pile. So we have 2 of these kind of X cards that don't seem incredibly good for us. He's not attacking us this turn, so we can just smash him here. And then we can conjure Blade. Kind of bad. Let's go for the Collect. There's the big Miracle. Which we can use right now to kill this guy. And there we go. Ink Bottle seems great on this character. He draws a lot of cards. He or she. I think it's a she, actually. Retain, deal 4 damage twice. Okay, I like that you retain it. Protect. I don't like that this costs 2. I'm going to skip this. And come to here. An upgraded Halt. That's what I was talking about. And this is an upgraded Protect. Scry 1, gain 2 block, deal 3 damage. This is a cool card. Very cool card. Let's take the upgraded Halt. That'll help us to defend ourselves in Wrath stance. Alright, so we're fighting the Spirit Guardian. We got to get through to his block. We don't have any way of piercing, I don't think. He's got 3 stacks of artifacts, so pressure points is borderline worthless against him. So we're going to use this. Sanctity is going to let us draw 2 cards. This will end our turn. So let us... He's going to block more. We could hit him for 7. No, we're just going to end the turn. Get our turn back. And then we should probably just Ragnarok. Bring that block down low. See how much he gains per turn. Is it 12? No, it's more than that. Jesus. Okay, now he's attacking. So I don't want to take 20 damage. We can Tranquility here. Into Eruption, have 3 mana. But we're going to take a ton of damage. I don't want to do that. Let's use Essence of Steel. That'll give us some plated armor. We'll only take 6 damage. And then what I'm going to do instead is, I think, we're just going to collect for 2. So he'll hit me, and this plated armor will go down to 3 next turn. Okay. So this is a big turn. He's going to try and do a ton of damage to us. We're in calm stance. Let's Miracle first. We probably can block all of this. But we are, unfortunately, frail. So our block sort of sucks. Get that in our hand. Man, we can hit him kind of hard. Interesting. In our discard pile, what will we pick up? Remember, Meditate ends our turn. Yeah, this is a tough one, guys. I could defend safety. And that nearly protects me. It does protect me. Yeah, it does. Thanks to plated armor. Very good. And because plated armor wasn't cracked, it stays at 3. Meanwhile, Sands of Time just ticking down. This gets retained, so we don't have to play this now. Let's go... Boom. Yeah, we're forced to play this super conservative. Next turn, though, we're going to smash him. He's going to get some block. I don't know how much it is. 15. Enemy is surprisingly annoying for us. Mostly thanks to Artifact, because we had the ability to put stuff on him. Pressure points to mark him. Draw 2 cards. Let's see as many cards as we can. Let's play this. Hit him for... We can hit him for 26 for 2. I mean, he's going to hit me pretty hard here. Hitting me for 20. We gotta hit him, though. Okay, we take no damage. And this goes down to 0. So guaranteed to play next turn. Hopefully we get Wrath. And we do. Okay, so now Eruption will gain extra mana. Or I keep saying mana, guys. Excuse me. Into Sands of Time for 40 damage. That's the kill. It was really important that we slow played that and didn't get greedy. I like getting another pressure point. What is this upgraded? Those are definitely better in duplicates. So we've got Weave upgraded. Deal 6 damage whenever you scry. We don't scry. Deal 8 damage if the last card played this combat was a skill. Apply 1 vulnerable. That's pretty good. And then Carve Reality. Deal 6 damage. Add a smite into your hand. Cool. That's the offensive version of the defensive one that we have. And now we come to our first shop where we should be able to buy something good. Oh, wow. That's a cool card to get early. The enemy has 30 or less HP. Set their HP to 0. And this is just a straight up kill. Wow. Some good cards here. And Deus Ex Machina. When you draw this, it's unplayable. When you draw this card, add 2 miracles to your hand and exhaust. These are amazing cards. Even Jack of all trades is pretty cool. And violence is great as well. So let's see what we have here. The Abacus. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, gain 6 block. I like that as just a passive. All the attacks that we add to our deck are going to be upgraded. Every 4th question mark room is a treasure room. That's okay. Let's get the Abacus. Man, these cards are amazing. I'm going to get the Abacus and the Molten Egg. My experience in this game tells me that relics are king. Sad to pass any of these, especially Judgment, being that it's on sale. I needed just a little bit more gold. Curious what you guys would have done there, but I think that was probably the right call. We need more relics. We need more and better relics. And because we have the opportunity to pick so many cards, Molten Egg becomes even better. Okay, this guy's doing a lot of damage to us. Let us Miracle here. And then 12, he's doing 21. So we do actually need this in order to not get hit. Hopefully he takes his next turn off to chill. No, it's another big attack. Okay. And all we have here is pretty damn offensive cards. Let's make this dude vulnerable. There might be a path here for some serious damage. So we can Ragnarok. But the problem is he has Malleable, and receiving attack damage gains 4 block. Block gain increases, Malleable is triggered. And it resets to 3. So damage... Oh man, he's going to hit us so hard. This is kind of bad. We can hit him for 40. I really want to kill him. Okay. Is there a win here? This is going to buff up his block a lot. Damn. I don't think we have enough to kill him. I don't think so. I haven't done the math, but I think this is the highest. No, we killed him. Okay, what was I thinking? I wasn't adding the vulnerable plus the double damage. I was looking at the numbers on the cards. Of course, that was enough to kill him. But that was still a good play. I thought that was the best chance we had of perhaps getting out of there without taking damage, and it ended up being that. This is a cool card. It's considered an attack, which I like. Deal 10 damage and also apply Weak. Weak is, it's a bit of a defensive card. They deal less damage. So, it's an attack with the means of kind of defending you a little bit. I think these two are pretty comparable. This just does more stuff, and this just does more damage. I'm going to take Sash Whip. And an upgraded pressure point I like. Yeah. And I'm just going for a big deck right now. Ooh, so we're reading the cryptic writings here. Let's read. And we're going to lose a bunch of HP here. That's just always what happens. And we'll obtain the book, lose 10 more HP, and we get Nilri's Codex. At the end of your turn, you may shuffle one of 3 random cards into your draw pile. Wow, okay, so that'll make our deck even bigger. But we took a lot of damage to do that. And this might end up being quite a task for us, because they all have a good bit of HP, and we don't have a lot of, clear. I might need that extra energy to make some some moves happen here. What I really need right now is card draw. We'll see what I have afterwards. Get rid of the guy that's doing the damage. I'll pop this, and we'll kill him here. Okay, so we're taking 14. We can add, thanks to this book, we can add something to our deck. Your next attack deals 5 additional damage. What? Kind of weird. It's a one-time thing. Whenever you enter Wrath, draw 2 cards. I don't know. I don't think any of those are particularly good. Perhaps we could have just skipped it. So, we've got a wound. And we also have 1 weakened. So we got all of our offensive cards, and now we got all of our defensive cards. Pretty bad luck, really. So we'll just play defensively. Should have paid attention to Ink Bottle. Inner Peace is a great card. Wow. Retain. Deals 7 damage when Retain increases damage by 4. This is also a cool card. Windmill Strike. Let's take that. Yeah, I don't like this weekend nonsense. It's going to last for a while. We're going for the Slaver here instead of the Taskmaster. This will be retained. Draw 2. We can switch out. Yeah, let's do this. We'll switch out. Attack. Huh. Then we can Tranquility. Enter Calm and get out of this like super damage state. Boom. And then let us play this as well. So, I mean, we don't block all the damage. We block a bit of it. But now we have safety for next turn. Very interesting relic here with our current run. We're just getting all of these different cards. Okay, this is just getting stronger and stronger. We're going to want to play Volt. So I'm going to do this. Plus this. We get 1 more energy to kill here. And then Volt. Alright, Flurry of Blows. Start of your next turn, enter Wrath and draw 2 cards. Through Violence. Okay, that's a pretty good one. $15 damage. Let's gain 8 block. This costs 0 now. But I think we want to play Ragnarok. And then here, we can just hit him for 15. I think that's fine. Could have used Collect. But this battle feels pretty over. Deal 9 damage, exit your stance. Yeah, just go for damage. I want to try and guarantee that I've got some damage in my next hand. That way we can kill him. No reason to let him hit us again. And then Empty Fist. Alright. And for our trouble, we get Vajra. Start each combat with +1 strength. That's a very good relic. Especially considering we're kind of building some sort of, you know, damage-dealing deck right now. So we can go either path. Tempted to go this way. I don't... I could probably... Actually, I could have used a rest, I guess. I didn't realize my HP was that low, but it really is kind of low. Okay, we've got lots of stuff to do here. Let's get some extra energy. This does nothing. This just puts us in calm, which is kind of a setup. Let's mark this guy. And let's conjure a blade here. Wave of the Hand seems pretty good. Apply weak to everyone. Pretty value when you're fighting 3 enemies. And they're all trying to buff themselves up. Would have been nice if we could have killed one of them last turn. Whew, what are our options here? Not very many. We can deal 20. That's not enough to kill him. So do we just try and cover up for 10? I think we got to go for the kill here. Next turn. We'll have Smite in our hand, so it's guaranteed. I don't like that we're taking a bunch of damage. I wish this character had a way to heal itself. At the start of your turn, gain 1 energy and increase this gain by 1. Oh my god, that's a powerful card. But you lose it if you don't use it, though. Yeah, we're taking a ton of damage. This sucks. Hopefully this doesn't end our run. I should have gone to that campsite. I didn't realize we had 30-something HP left. That felt pretty bad. We have so many cards in our deck, we're not seeing our combo. And we haven't had any opportunity really to get rid of any. We're close to dead here. I mean, that's the most defense I can throw up. They're going to do 18. I'm nearly dead. Let's go for the one that's got the least HP. Sure. Anything that gives me block at this point feels good. Oh, Lord. Quite worried. We have the ability to take another turn here, which is great with Sands of Time. So... yeah, we just... I mean, we don't have any attack cards. That was the big thing. We needed like 1 strike or something, and we didn't get it. So we'll play this. It doesn't do anything. We just need a Volt. We got no value from that at all. Feel the end of coming, guys. I'm trying to make the play. I'm trying. This is a kill. Yeah, I just don't. There's nothing we could do. I think I'm just screwed. Maybe there was a line there where I could draw more cards, but I think this is going to be it for our run. Man. Yeah, power level was too low, I feel like. We just didn't get the relics in time. Also, I could have healed and probably kept this this run going. But down we go. Well, I tried, guys. Not terrible for a first showing. I think I got a hang of this character. I think if I could do anything over again, I would take way less cards. Even though we're seeing cards with Prayer Wheel, even though we're seeing upgraded attacks with Molten Egg, I would probably take a lot less. I wish I had a way to get rid of cards, or to cycle through cards. But we just didn't have any kind of engine like that. We only had one real combo, and our deck was too thick to really use it efficiently, especially once we got this Nilri's Codex. After that, any chance of a combo was just out the window. This, you know, while it gave us some good cards, was actually a detriment to us. And, you know, we leveled up, so we unlocked 3 cards. Maybe some mantra-based stuff. So they all have mantra attached. Divinity and mantra are kind of an intertwining ability. So gain 2 mantra, gain 4 block, it's free. Enter Divinity, die next turn. Wow, so you're in it to win it at that point. And then at the start of your turn, gain 2 mantra. And it's a power. So play this turn 1, perhaps, and go into Divinity a lot. Often, during especially a long battle. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it wasn't a win, but it was my attempt at a first look. So let me know if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this game. I can always do more. It's not a problem. I love playing Slay the Spire. And yeah, without any further ado, guys, once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. I've got a Discord channel if you're interested in joining. Lots of games, lots of people on there playing lots of different games. So be sure to find something that you like. Alright, y'all. Take care. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Later, y'all.